NASA wants to send humans back to the moon for the first time since 1972. In this second space race, there's a new competitor, China. Our Mark Strassmann spoke with Transportation Secretary and acting NASA Administrator about this and so much more.
One of the goals, clearly, is to get to the moon ahead of the Chinese. The U.S. has been to the moon already. Does it matter this time if the Chinese get there first?
It does. So we won the first space race. We're going to win today's space race and tomorrow's space race because in the south pole of the moon, we have ice. Ice means water. Water means life. So we want to get there first. And again, we have great partners around the world that are working with us. But I think that matters. And again, there was a time when if you controlled the seas, you controlled the Earth. I think tomorrow, he who controls space is going to control Earth. And again, America's never in the business of control. We're a peaceful country. We're a country that supports democracy. We have the same vision in space, but not everybody has the same perspective that we do on Earth or in space. And I think that's why it's important that we lead the way, not just in low Earth orbit, but also as we go to the moon and to Mars.
Is NASA still looking at mid-2027 for an Artemis 3 moon landing?
Yeah, we are. So again, we're looking for the first part of next year for Artemis 2. We'll learn a lot on that mission, but our hope is still 2027.
You think that's realistic?
I do.
Given where we are, the delays we've had with SpaceX, the complexity of the vision.
So I have no. Listen, I think it's important to be honest. Mm-hmm. And if I thought we were going to have concerns, I would tell you. And if there's a point that I do have concerns, I'll make that public. But no, I think we're on track where we sit today to keep the 2027 mission in play.
NASA budget. So the administration proposed reducing NASA's budget by 24%. Congress has signaled that it may leave it where it is. And yet NASA's sort of proactively started making cuts. Why?
Well, so, listen, we've seen this throughout government. I saw it at DOT. I think we can do more with less, right? I mean, we have these big budgets, and just because you have big budgets and big staffs doesn't mean you're more productive. What I think is let's get the best and brightest people working for us to accomplish missions, and if we can do it with less money, that means I have more money for the moon and Mars and for our low Earth orbit station.
Mark Strassmann joins me now from the Johnson Space Center in Houston. Mark, always great to see you. Administrator Duffy sounded pretty confident. U.S. moon landing 2 years or sooner, beating the Chinese. Is that the consensus confidence or is that unique confidence?
It's not the consensus confidence, that's for sure. So much is riding on SpaceX, both to get to the moon and the confidence that we will get there ahead of the Chinese, whose goal is to get there by 2030. So it's very, very tricky at this point. It's at a very dicey stage. SpaceX, responsible for the design and the building and the execution of both the lunar lander and the rocket to take our astronauts there. And they have had their share of problems with the rocket. There's going to be another test launch on this Sunday. It'll be the 10th test launch. The previous 9 have been, at best, partial successes, and some of them have not been a success at all. So a lot is riding on this launch. And again, Duffy believes that SpaceX is behind, but is confident they can catch up. We'll see on Sunday.
So what is the consensus timetable? 2 years, 4 years, 5 years?
It's really, there is no consensus is the short answer, Major. So much of it depends on the performance of SpaceX over the next couple of years. What they are working on is an extremely complex and ambitious and not the most straightforward way of getting to the moon. And so for that to happen, a number of things have to go right, and a number of things so far have not gone perfectly, which is not a big surprise given how ambitious and creative their approach is. But when the clock is ticking, the pressure is on, and at some point the pressure will start to ratchet up as SpaceX tries to face this 2027 goal of landing on the moon.
And Mark, for NASA writ large, there are budget cuts and there's a turn away, as I gather, from Earth science research?
Yes, talked to Duffy about that too. His view is that there are other places you can go for Earth science. That is everything from studying the atmosphere to the weather to climate science. And he wants the sole focus of NASA to be on human space exploration, and that's it. But of course, there are many scientists who are unhappy. There are many people who see this as a political agenda too. But for now, Duffy believes that NASA is going to have a changed and much more narrow focus in the years ahead.
Mark Strassmann, thank you so much, sir.